Yo, I feel qualified to speak on this subject because I'm fat. So I can make fun of other fat people. It's kind of like how African Americans are allowed to use the N word, white people aren't. Not saying we should be allowed to, white people, it is never okay. Even if your black friend says you can, you can't. But, anyways, back to the subject at hand. Like, fat white women are like an anomaly unto themselves. Like, you can see a fat white. And I'm a guy that likes heavyset girls. Not really white girls, but heavyset girls. And you might see one, and she might be real pretty, and you might go, ooh. She got a cute little stomach, she nice big ass titties, big old thick thighs. Oh, she look good. And then she turns around and there's no ass whatsoever. She could be 400 pounds and no ass. That is exclusively a white woman thing. Like, if you're an African American lady or a Hispanic lady, and you're a big girl, your ass gonna be banging. Even some skinny women of color gonna have some banging asses. With white women, there's the rule you have to be fat to have an ass if you're a white woman. And that doesn't always apply. That rule doesn't apply all the time. Like I said, I've seen it. I've been in the mall. You'll see a chick again, like I said, like 400 pounds. Definitely enough she should have an ass. And then you're like, ooh, she's cute. Turns around and it's like, what? Did it get beat up and disappear? Is it invisible? Did Casper fuck her and then it just rubbed off on her ass? Like, I don't get that. I don't get that. And another problem I have with fat girls these days, the media is really hyping them up. They feeling themselves a little too much. A little too much. And that's not even just fat white girls, that's big girls in general. They feel themselves a little too much. I approached this one girl. This is probably like a year ago. At least, if not longer ago. Yeah, it's probably longer than that, but I don't know. I suck at time differences. But anyways, so I seen her and I'm like, ooh, she kind of fine. But I'm not the guy, I'm not confident enough to approach a woman like an asshole. So I just go up, hey, my name's Chris, nice to meet you. Go to stick out my hand to shake it. And again, that's literally all I said to her. She looks at me, she goes, yeah, you're way too fat for me. And I'm thinking, and this is back when I was like 250, which is still fat. And I'm thinking, bitch, you're like 400 pounds. You're like two of me. Really? I'm too fat for you? How does that work? How do you tell a smaller person you're too fat for me? How does that... That doesn't logically compute in a guy's mind. Any guy's mind. You're too fat, but I'm smaller than you. Now, I get it if I were into skinny chicks. And I approached a chick that was like 100 pounds soaking wet. I wouldn't, but if I did. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Nice to meet you. And she wanted to say, you're too fat for me? Absolutely. I understand. Have a nice day. But it's just society these days. Society is hyping up fat women too much. Oh, you're beautiful no matter what. You don't hear them saying that about fat dudes. They don't. They don't say you're beautiful no matter what to a fat dude. There's this meme floating around. You can find it. It's a picture of a really heavy woman with a muscular man. And his arms are around her. And it'll usually say some shit like, size doesn't matter. I wish they'd say that in the bedroom, but they don't. But size doesn't matter, or love is love regardless. So I saw that one day. It was on a dating app a long time ago. And she had that picture up. So I thought, ooh, again, I was a lot dumber then. I thought, ooh, so she's someone who doesn't care about looks or size. Let me hit her up. So, send her a little message. Oh, I don't date fat guys. But you have a picture up. In the picture, it was that meme that actually said there, love is love. And so you won't get to know me because I'm too fat. But looks shouldn't matter. Basically, what they mean by that picture is looks shouldn't matter as far as they're concerned. They go, I'm fat, You should love me regardless. Okay, but can't you love a fat guy? Oh, no, 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 no. And there's so many double standards on the subject. Like, if a woman says, I'm fat, but I won't date a fat guy because I don't want to settle. Well, good. She's got her standards. Go, girl. They applaud her. But if a good-looking, like, fit guy says, I won't date a fat girl, he's a shallow, ignorant fuck. Or if a guy says, I won't date a tall girl, he's a shallow, ignorant fuck. But if a girl says, I won't date a short guy, well, good, you've got your standards. Good girl. My opinion is looks shouldn't matter regardless. I mean, I have my type. There's nothing wrong with having a type, people. It's okay. But you can't let that type be the deciding factor. You can't let it run you. If I were to meet a woman who is the opposite of my type, if she was a skinny white girl, now I'm not going to go out of my way to approach her, but if for some reason she approached me and said, hey, my name's Samantha, I'd like to get to know you. Okay, cool, great. Let's see what happens. I keep an open mind. Now, is she the type of chick I would actually go after? No. But if she came to me and said, hey, let's see what's up, I wouldn't turn it down. I would get to know her. I would, as she said, see what's up. But it's not like that. People let their preferences run them to the point where that's all they want, and it ceases to be a preference. Look, if that's all you like, that's fine, but it's not a preference anymore. Stop calling it a fucking preference. Anyways, these are just my ramblings at 5 a.m. in the morning. If you agree with me, like, subscribe, and share. If you don't, blow me, but the shade you see, and I'm always right.